This video is for Second European and it explains the next assignment in Geography Theme 3 about mobility. Now you will remember from the last assignment you will have had an introduction sheet like this one in front of you showing the DNL, Discipline Non-Linguistic Vocabulary, for the chapter. This document will prove useful for you in the new work for the next 2 weeks. So please look at it and keep an eye on it. You'll find there are two documents, and the first one I want you to look at is this. It gives you a link to two different videos about a case study of migration across the Mediterranean Sea, mainly people going from Africa and arriving in Europe, in this case in Italy. There are two videos. The first video is a more general video about the challenges, the terrible cost and price that people pay. It looks like this at the beginning. The second video is about, focuses on specific stories of migrants who have been rescued by Italy, and the video looks like this. Okay, you can follow it. I want you to follow it, watch it. You may want to take some notes about it or watch it 2 or 3 times so you understand it. And then you're going to complete the activity 2 sides of the story worksheet, which looks like this. There are 4 pages to this worksheet, and you're presented first of all with a series of newspaper headlines from a UK newspaper. This newspaper, a newspaper is a journal, by the way, is the Daily Express. It's a fairly sensationalist, what we would call a tabloid newspaper. So it often uses very sensationalist and emotive language. All the front covers here are about migration. Soft touch Britain. Migrants take all, in red, all new jobs in Britain. Migrants milking Britain. Hidden migrant millions. Lots and lots of headlines. And I've given you some of the vocabulary, which is possibly a bit more complicated, so you can understand what these headlines mean. It doesn't matter if you can't understand them all, but the point is you get the idea. And what you're going to do is 2 things. You have to decide, do these headlines portray migrants in a positive or negative way? Portray means show. Do they show migrants in a positive or negative way? And which particular impacts are highlighted in the headlines? And there are lots of different impacts that are suggested and implied by these headlines. You have to decide what they are. And then what are your thoughts on these headlines? Do you think they're right? Are they wrong? Are they informed? Are they misinformed? Are they clever? Are they inappropriate? Are they unreasonable? Are they stupid? You decide. It's your choice. Just give a reason for what you think. The next page is a photograph that became quite famous a few years ago in 2015 about a father hugging his one of his children, actually all of his children, you can see them just down here, after crossing the Mediterranean, and you're asked to infer what you think, what you can work out from the picture. Are they lucky, unlucky? Why? What do they need the next day? What will they need the next month? It's making you think about the impacts and the needs of migrants. And the final question, there is an article about this photo, about this man here. You can either copy the link or you can write it into Google. It's found on The Guardian. The Guardian is a more intellectual newspaper. It's not at all like the tabloid Daily Express that you saw in the first exercise. It's more serious, and you will find this article by following the link or writing it into the bar across the top of Google. And here's the article. Okay, it comes from 2015. It's not too long. It's a very interesting read, and I want you to study that article, and then what you have to do, go back to the top just there, is to create an 80-word summary of the story. 80 words is probably 8 to 10 lines. It's not a great deal. A summary is a bilan. So this is basically giving you a chance to show your ability to produce like you could almost say a résumé, a bilan, a summary of the information. And that's it, and that's worth 10 points. So it's the most important single question here. And that is the next homework. So obviously, if there's any problems, you can email me. Otherwise, good luck. It's interesting, it's a serious topic, it's a sad topic, and unfortunately it's still happening today.